guys, and good Monday morning. It is August 12th. Thank you so much for tuning in for our little morning update here. I want to start off by saying, tell me something good. Leave something good in the comments. What great thing happened to you, or even just decent thing happened to you this weekend? I took my oldest daughter to Rent. It was awesome. She played Clue for the first time. I realize that is an epic failure as a mother, that it's taken this long. I will say in my defense that nowadays, I feel like kids age out of board games before they're a good age for Clue. So it was good to bring that back. Then of course we had to watch the movie. So those are my great things that happened this weekend. Go ahead and share yours in the comments, and we will circle back to those. The way this update works, we're going to talk about some of the big stories that you're clicking on khou.com, that you're sharing on our Facebook page. We've got Jaime over here running the computer. He's going to be part of the conversation as well. We're going to start with this story that absolutely blew up my Facebook and Twitter feeds yesterday. I'm sure you saw this too, the scare at Memorial City Mall. Absolutely terrifying based on what we've seen in El Paso and Dayton and Gilroy just over the past couple of weeks. But here's what we know about what went down. About 3:15, a guy put on a red mask and hopped on a table in the middle of the food court, told everyone he was going to kill himself, and then dropped a bag. And this is all video from shoppers who were inside the store. Just chaos erupted. You know, the panic of folks who knew what happened, in Walmart in El Paso, in a club in Dayton, the Garlic Festival in Gilroy. People took off running. We know 2 people got hurt in the melee, like in the stampede there. They're expected to be okay. Police haven't found the guy who did this, but they do have surveillance video of the entire incident. They say that they're going to release it and try to find his identity, because they say this is absolutely not a prank. This is really scary, and they're taking it very seriously. So we'll probably have an update on this later today. Keep an eye out for that. Download our KHOU 11 news app so we can send you notifications. This is another one that's trending overnight. There was a home invasion in West Houston. It happened around 10 last night on Rivercrest Drive. And here's what happened. So the homeowners, they come home, guys come up at gunpoint, force them through the garage into the house. Their son comes home, interrupts the home invasion, and chases the armed intruder out. The intruder fires at the son fires back. The guy gets away. No injuries reported other than that the dad was pepper sprayed during the fight, but pretty incredible. We don't know yet either if the guy got away with anything. But good timing on the son's part, to be absolutely sure. We've been talking about this one on H-Town Rush. It was a story Stephanie Whitfield did yesterday for KHOU 11 News. It's about license plate readers. You've probably heard about cops using them, right? Well, they'll scan parking lots to find out if there's anyone who's wanted in the area. Well, now some HOAs are using them to keep tabs on who's coming in and out of their neighborhood. So these guys are up 24/7. They track every car that enters and leaves the neighborhood. This is run by Flock Security. They say they have cameras up in about 45 Houston neighborhoods. And HOA president of Lanai, which is a neighborhood near Mont Bellevue, says they've cut way down on crime. They've had a couple incidents that they've solved, so they love the system. People on our Facebook page, though, have commented, a lot of people support it, but some people say it's kind of big brothery. Personally, I want to know who has that data and what's being done with it. Because if it's like just if that stuff goes to the HOA president, I don't need my neighbor looking at who's coming by my house at what time of day. Even though really no one comes to visit me ever. But still, I like to know that I've got privacy. So let me know how you guys feel about this one. Okay, I gotta set this up because this is crazy. Have you seen any of the video of Simone Biles over the weekend? Because one, she won the all-around at the U.S. Women's Gymnastics Championships for the 6th time, which hasn't been done in about 70 years. So good on her. But while she did that, she also made history with 2 different moves that are just crazy. Like physics. Okay, we're gonna start with her floor routine. This is from last night, so check this out. This is just in the middle of her routine too. This is the best part. She's gonna do a triple double. What? That is a triple twist double flip. You gotta watch it. We'll watch it one more time because it's so good. That's just nuts. That's nuts. So yeah, that was yesterday. She tried that on Friday. She shorted it. But you see last night, she stuck it, just absolutely killed it. Okay, then let's go back to Friday. And this is her beam routine. She's about to do a double dismount that no one has ever done before. She makes it look easy, right? That is just so incredible. She's such an incredible athlete. So I'm asking you, watching this Houston area trained gymnast, give me one word. How would you describe Simone Biles? I earlier this morning said incredible. I saw someone say superhuman, amazing, beautiful athlete. I mean, the list goes on. But you pick one. You pick one and share it in the comments below. I just can't get enough. I watched that floor routine video so many times yesterday. It just blows you away that a human body can do that. We're not wrapping it up quite yet. I'm gonna take you up to Minnesota to show you the collection left behind by a farmer who passed away. He didn't have a wife, he never had kids, so instead he spent his money on classic cars. He had a lot of them. He also had tractors. This is him with the tractor. This is Jim Graham of Wheaton, Minnesota. So this weekend, these are some of his classic cars that were auctioned. He, at his peak, had about 500 of them. 250 went on the auction block along with tractors this weekend. But he had them, I guess, stashed all over his farm. We have an article on khou.com. You can read about this. Just loved it. His friends admit it was kind of more of an addiction. Like, it started out as a hobby, and then he kind of got hooked on it and stashed them in barns all over his farm. Even his employees say they used to like run cars for him. One employee says he drove about 40,000 miles one year, going to pick up the cars and driving them back, all that jazz. So funny. All right. We also want to say happy back to school day for Humboldt and New Caney ISD. Those students are headed back to class. Other districts, we're talking Katy, Sugar Land, Pearland, a couple others start later this week. So I want you to share your back to school photos, not your kids, because we'll see those. You can definitely share those with us as well. I wouldn't even say back to school photos because those are specific and very hard to come by, but just school photos. Elementary school, high school. I'm gonna share mine. I had a rough go of it. You can tell I really liked myself. What was that, in 8th grade when I scratched out my face in the yearbook? And I think that, so that's up in the top left corner. That is 8th grade. Then you go below that 9th grade, below that 10th grade. Wasn't that cute? Look exactly like my daughter. She would never admit it, but I absolutely do. My 13-year-old, although you can see a lot of my 12-year-old in there too. Yeah, then we have 11th grade. My senior photo is the one with the flowered dress, the strapless dress, and then that big photo is from chemistry class. Interesting look going there. So I shared mine, now you share yours, right? Fair's fair. Forecast today. It's going to be hot. Cheetah says we could hit 102. It's going to feel closer to 110. If we do hit 101, that would be 5 straight days. We haven't had, this is the longest streak actually that right now that we're in since 2011. And if you were here in 2011, you remember what a scorching hot summer that was. And we had drought all over the state. We had wildfires. So hopefully things will clear up. We are expecting a few degrees Cool down, it's not a cool down. We're gonna go to like 98 degrees by the end of the week. So keep blasting that AC. We're setting new records for energy use because it is hot out there. All right, Jaime, what you got for me?
Well, people had a lot of questions in regards to the panic at the Memorial City Mall.
I
bet. One of our viewers was asking, if they got surveillance video, why can't they tell us what that noise was actually if it wasn't fireworks?
Some people say it was the noise of him dropping the bag.
Which, I've heard some, I've watched and listened to some of those videos, and it's kind of hard to imagine that, be the root of what it was, but or where that sound came from. But that's really interesting that's what they say it was.
Yeah, and we're probably going to get an update from police today. They really want to find this guy, so they're going to release all the information they can.
And another viewer is asking why don't we show the video so.
Oh, we don't have the video.
Yeah, so the public can help identify, and that's what I was going to say, is that we don't have that surveillance video. That has not been released to the public yet. So, and usually when police do that, they have a good reason for not releasing the video. So.
Yeah, they're saying that they could release it if they need help identifying him. So again, that will probably be something we learn later today.
And I guess in regards to Simone Biles and just her performance over the weekend, she describes her that she's just incredible.
Yeah. I mean, what else can? Well, I was going to say, what else can you say? You can describe her in a lot of ways, but just a phenom. To see her bounce in the air like that, one guy pointed out he couldn't get that kind of air if he jumped out of a plane. I mean, she's like 10 feet in the air when she on the floor when she does that.
I saw some of the videos on Twitter, and somebody even put it in slow motion, and it's just amazing, just what she's capable of.
It looks like the Matrix.
Yeah. It's like you're looking for, like, where are the wires, like, like.
And the best part is, she said she had a horrible weekend. On Friday night, she just wanted to throw it in the trash. And here she is, another all-around winner for the 6th time. Probably going to go get more gold medals at the next Olympics. She's pretty all right. Houston is very proud of her.
Some more one-word descriptions. Some describes flawless, phenomenal, the truth, greatest. I mean, you could just go on and on.
It's funny that someone commented flawless. So dictionary.com retweeted her floor exercise, and that's the word that they used, flawless, and then put out the definition.
That is awesome.
Anybody share any pictures? Come on.
I'm not seeing any pictures yet. I'm not seeing any.
I will also say Jaime says he doesn't have any. I think he's hiding them.
My parents have all of mine. I realized now that you brought it up that I don't have any of my school photos like with me, like or at my home. My parents have kept all of them. So
I'll have my mom snap pictures sometimes. She's like, "What do you mean you want me to take a picture of a picture?" I'm like, "Mom, just do it. You're all the way back in Oregon. You're like 2,600 miles away. I need a picture." That's what moms are there for at this point, right? And me calling to complain all the time about why I never get any sleep. She doesn't understand. All right, keep the comments and questions coming. We will circle back around once we are off air. There's another update coming up here at 2:15. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.